supports the due process clause of the 14th Amendment. This violation occurred because third-party Mitchell allowed Detective Sachs to view the contents of Fromholz's personal laptop whilst inside Fromholz's room. In this search, there was no valid third-party consent from Mitchell. There was no actual authority, no apparent authority, nor did the totality of circumstances known to the detective at the time allude to Mitchell having the ability to consent. There were clear indications that Fromholz had an expectation of privacy. After Detective Sachs arrives, Mitchell and Sachs find a closed door that led to Fromholz's room. Fromholz's room contained Fromholz's laptop, and the location of this laptop inside his personal room in his personal room rather than the common room of the hotel room suggests that he had a greater interest in keeping the contents private, as in United States v. Griswold, where the defendant's laptop was located inside the defendant's bedroom. A closed door is another indication of a greater expectation of privacy to everyone else outside the room, similar to when someone's using the bathroom. Both of these factors should have been considered by Detective Sachs. In the United States v. Andrus, the court said it may be unreasonable for law enforcement to believe a third party has authority to consent to the search of an object particularly associated with a high expectation of privacy. Though Mitchell insisted he had access to the laptop, his own witness statement says on page 45, lines 7 to 8, that Haley never said specifically that I could use the laptop at any time. More importantly, Mitchell obtained the password by dubious means. Mitchell previously had the old password to Fromholz's laptop. Then Fromholz changed the password and did inform Mitchell the new password. On the same day that Fromholz changed it, however, Mitchell was able to find it when Mitchell and Fromholz were hanging out. Looking over Fromholz's shoulder whilst Fromholz was using the laptop, Mitchell was able to see Fromholz type out the new password and deliberately memorized it without Fromholz's knowledge. Changing the password without telling anyone shows Fromholz expected anything on his laptop to be private and that nobody else outside of himself would have been able to access it. Detective Sachs accepted Mitchell's invitation into Fromholz's room and sees Fromholz's personal laptop on the bed, completely closed and shut down. Mitchell opens the laptop and begins
1 minute.
The login process for Detective Sachs. Mitchell's common authority ends here, as halfway through typing the new password, Mitchell deliberately turns to look and makes a sign at the detective. This is a major sign of ambiguity with a meaning closely related to admission of wrongdoing, and that anyone witnessing should keep quiet. Mitchell's own witness statement supports this interpretation on page 45, lines 24 to 25 with, "That's why I made the sign in front of Sachs, because I don't think Haley knew that I knew the password." Mitchell clearly knew they were accessing Fromholz's personal laptop without Fromholz's consent. A discovery that causes ambiguity on a third-party authority to consent is relevant, as in United States v. Purcell, it held that apparent authority cannot exist if there is ambiguity as to the asserted authority, and the searching officers do not take steps to resolve the ambiguity. Thank you, Your Honor. That would be all.
Thank you, counsel.
Good. Okay, there's 356.